Good morning, time pirates. How are ye this morning? I am here. For some reason, I could not sleep at all last night. I'm not tired yet, though, so we'll see what happens. Safa had the same problem, so we have no idea why neither of us could sleep last night. Explanations? Anyone? Anyone? Getting old is so fun. Hormones are weird, okay?
Yes,
Hello,
they
Alicia. Yes, they are, right? Yeah, Zafo and I, neither of us could sleep last night. We have no idea why.
Yeah, I tossed and turned last night. First,
Huh.
it was I thought I heard something outside the window. Upon looking at the security camera, it was a possum.
Mm.
Um, then at 2:30 in the morning, Isis kept howling near the bathroom sink because she had no water in her bowl. Her water bowl was bone dry. And I swear I filled it up like around dinner time. So it should not be bone dry. So unless Simon is hanging out spiritually, I don't know.
Maybe it
Um,
got spilled.
that's what I was thinking too, but I didn't see any evidence of that. So, because it sits on like a little tray
Mm-hmm.
that keeps it kind of contained if it spills. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't know. And then I got hot. So I woke up then. And I swear every 2 hours I woke up seeing something.
Yeah, I don't know
Or
what the heck it was.
And then I didn't want to get up at 8 o'clock when my husband was like, "Hey, you know you have coffee brewing for like 45 minutes, right? It's now burning." And I was like, "Why did you start it so early?" I
How is
can't.
it burning? It doesn't just stay hot on your thing?
That's I don't know. He probably said that just to get me up,
Ah, gotcha.
which I now
Gotcha.
have to go get my coffee because I had to reheat it. It's in the microwave. My morning is. It's a Monday. Yep.
It is a Monday.
We
I had
got
a.
more wood on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go to 3 different hardware stores to find adequate wood,
Wow.
and, um, then it started raining on the way home.
Of course.
So now the wood is drying out so that we can build the bookcases.
But you have the wood. It's still one step closer.
Yes. We got
Mm-hmm.
enough to build bookcases 2 and 3.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I am. Saturday was awful. I don't know what. I was not okay Saturday. And
What happened?
no reason. Nothing
Oh, it's
happened.
just
Just I swear my hormones are going crazy. And then Sunday I was so productive. It was like I think hormones are making me bipolar because I am not, by the way. I'm not manic depressive, not bipolar. I don't have this issue, but I feel like I am lately. And it's hormones.
yeah,
The hormones are
for
driving
sure.
me crazy. Um so yeah. It's just absolutely maddening. And let's see, Jean has joined us. Good morning. Kelly and Alicia got 3 books finished this weekend. Nicely done, Jean. I did not get any books finished this weekend, but I started a bunch of them. I also did the first A Darker Shade of Magic. I finally started reading that. So I have 44 pages in. So I will be caught up to my 100 pages by the time we get to Wednesday. And I'm quite liking it. It's reading pretty fast. So, but I've started like 3 books this weekend because I like finished all of them on Friday. So I started a bunch of them. Geekarella is one of them, and I am loving this book. This one.
I want to read that one.
It's so good so far. It's just one geek reference after another. And I'm like, yeah, Ashley Poston, you and I need to be friends. Just want you to know that. We need to be friends. She's a writer and she's a geek. I mean, she's
What more
perfect in
could
my
you
opinion.
ask for?
Right, exactly. I'm like, we need to be friends. Um, but I'm quite enjoying it. And it's a YA romance and a Cinderella retelling, and it's full of pop culture references. I mean, come on, it's like perfect. So I'm having a ball. Sure, now Cora jumps in the door and wants to be let in. So lots of dry skin on the side of this, Neil. Um, but yeah, so we'll see if today should be just as productive, I hope. But yeah. And I signed up to go see the authors of The Personal Librarian. They have a new book out called I can't remember the name of the book, but it is a story about two Black women. One was the first Black assistant DA in New York City, and the other one is the head of like a brothel, and they work together to take down Luciano, one of the mob bosses in New York. And so this is historical fiction based on real characters, right? And so is that one. So I'm like, but I haven't read this one yet, and I have tickets because they're coming to Houston to Kindred Stories, a little indie bookstore, Black-owned indie bookstore downtown. And so my Anne and I, my agent friend, we are going to go downtown and go see them. So that is next Tuesday, and I was so excited. I was like, I really should read this one. So I've started it. Actually, I'm farther along now, and I am because I'm listening to the audio. It had the audio available on Libby, and
A pair of aces.
that's it. So you had to pay to go see them, but that includes the cost of the book. So I was like, I should probably read the first book, and I am loving it. So I don't think it's for you, Alicia. You don't like historical fiction, and this is 100% historical fiction.
That's
but it's early 1900s, and I don't know very much about early 1900s. And it's J.P. Morgan, and it's right before the stock market crash. So I'm learning a lot, having a great old time. So I forgot what chapter I'm on now, though.
I don't know.
17. I like to, if I can, like update it once a day. So like if something happens, I don't have the audio anymore.
Right.
I don't have to like search forever to say where I was. Oh, she really wants in. Let's see. Zwank says, Happy Summerween. Is that just the book thing, or is there like an actual holiday for that? Happy World Rainforest Day. Ooh, I like that one. Happy World VW Bug Day. Aw, and happy Onion Ring Day. I could probably get some onion rings. I could celebrate that holiday.
I could. Yep.
Swank says, Hi, Jean. Jean says, but if it was hormones, why wouldn't your husband sleep? Well, remember, my husband and I were about the same age, and men also go through hormone stuff. It's not as severe as the women, but they also go through it. So there's no reason why it isn't possible.
Is he a light sleeper? Because that could be another reason.
No, normally he's a dead sleeper, but not last night. Him and I both, all night long. We just could not. He rolls over and I roll over and we look, and then we look, like we didn't even talk, right? Like we were trying to sleep. But neither of us could sleep. It was ridiculous. He finally gave up and grabbed his iPad. And I was considering, should I just grab my Kindle and read? And I was like, no, because I have to get up at 6 and walk the dog. And I'm like, no, I'm going to sleep.
Right.
And I finally went to sleep like 5 minutes before my alarm went off at 6 a.m. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
But I'll tell you, I got up, walked the dog, took a shower, got breakfast.
Will there be a nap in your future?
I hope not, because I have a lot to get done today, but I make no guarantees. Because I do have sprints tonight, right? So I will be up. I can't say late. It's normal for me at this point. I mean, I stay up between 11 and midnight. Did I go to bed early last night? That could have done it. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because it is hard for me to sleep if I go to bed early. And Zafo did go to bed early last night. For him, I mean.
Throwing off the rhythms.
Let's see. And Zwank says hi to Jean. And Jean says, but if it was, so I answered that. Zwank says it could be because of the tropical storm in the coast. No, because it's way east of us. It's really far away. Jean says, I was out of the house before 8 and grabbed a coffee. Yay! Nicely done. Jean says, it is a very Monday. Yeah. Yeah. Ren says, hello, everyone. Why, hello, Ren. Good afternoon to you. How was your Monday morning? How did it treat you this morning? Is it something in the air? Is it international? Ren says, hoping to finish Idle Fire by Grace Curtis and also need to unbraid my hair. Oh, that sounds fun. That's one of those things that takes hours and hours, right? Right. And Zwank says, I have my pumpkin bread in the oven. Ooh, yummy. And Joanna's joined us. My gosh, why hello, Joanna. It's been forever. It is so good to see you. Good morning. Just happy it isn't raining today. Same. Maybe that's why I'm still able to function, because the sun is out and I can see the blue skies. And that, I'm telling you, man, that rain's killing me. That's part of Saturday, I think, why I was just done, because it was raining again. And I was just done. So, and as Zwank says, it could be perimenopause. Yeah, I'm definitely in perimenopause for sure. It just normally doesn't keep me up like that. Hoi, JJ to Joanna. Joanna says, Zwank, I'm coming over. Let me know when the timer dings. Yummy for my tummy, right? And Zwank says, Jumbo Ren. And Agent T has joined us. Why, hello, Agent T. How are you on this fine Monday? And Greg, too. Hello, Greg. Hello. Good to see you. And Nicole. Why, good morning, Nicole. My gosh, we have so many visitors today. It is so good to see you guys. Let us know what you are reading or writing. The first sprint, I will be finishing my morning routine. So I still have to finish the news. And then I will edit my book. So I will be getting back on that. Let's see, what page am I on? What page am I on? I'm on page 33 of 194. So I will be working on that this morning. So that'll be the second 2 sprints. And Swank says, sorry guys, DNF to Darker Shade of Magic. Again, we got to find a book Swank likes. This is crazy. Well, Swank, Alicia and I already talked, because we've already had 3 votings. So we're going to put the number 2 from all of those votings into the next vote. So
number 2s.
Yeah. And so hopefully one of those will work. Not my thing. Reading Warriors Into the Wild. Yeah, because I'm loving it. Holy crap. Well, I love Kel anyways. I'm not sure if I like the other guy whose name I can't remember right now yet. But I really like Kel. He's exactly the kind of character I like in fantasy. Zwank says, Privet, Dr. T. And Nicole says, it sounds interesting. What the name and author of that book, Kelly? Geekarella by Ashley Poston. You mean this one? I talked about this one more than A Darker Shade of Magic. It's so good. I just love it. I love it. So I'm having so much fun. I have met Ashley Poston, but just like when you meet an author at an author event, not like I can't include her as one of my friends, but I'm going to work on it. And Allie says, hello, Kelly, at Alicia and Chat. I'm reading Tarbin's True Air on page 145. Such a good young adult. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now, like I said, it's definitely young adult, right? Like it's no doubt. So as long as you know what you're getting into. So I'm so glad you're having a great time. Swank says, morning, Greg and Nicole. Swank says, on the TV show Gravity Falls has an episode they celebrate Summerween on June 22nd. It's where it came from. Oh, cool. Thank you.
But there's a readathon about it, I think.
There is a readathon too, but I have no idea when that starts or who runs it. Zwank says, konnichiwa, Allie. Nicole says, I'm getting ready to finish my Monday. Just get ready for bed. Well, actually, I'm in bed already. Well, I hope you sleep better than I did, Nicole. Nope, where was I? And Allie says, konnichiwa, Zwank. And Nicole says, I got another 3 books read today. Man, you are rocking it. Nicely done.
Wow.
I did find, because I want to black out both bingos. And I'm like, I don't have any poetry, let alone any LGBTQIA plus poetry. So I looked it up, and there's one by Ocean Vuong. That's a little poetry collection that I found on audio, and it's only like an hour long. I'm like, done. So I could check that off. So I downloaded that one so I could do that. So I'll do that when I'm done with the personal librarian. Unless she meant this one. I talked about this one too. Personal librarian. I don't remember which one I talked about, Nicole. So just in case, this is the one. Because I know you like your historical fiction. You would love this book. You like historical fiction. I just know Alicia, it's not her thing.
Not so much, no.
Just like it seems most fantasy is not Swank's thing.
Mhm.
We need to find something else. Sadly, for 100 Pages Book Club, again, we're doing ones that we both own, that Alicia and I both own, and the place we cross over is that fantasy. So that's
Yep.
Jean says, editing my resume, then writing reviews. 3 outstanding. Oh, you got this, Jean. Swank says, pumpkin bread is out. It has to rest 20 minutes. Does it? Does it?
I mean, unless you want to burn your tongue. But I would give it at least 10 minutes to cool.
Just eat with a spoon. It'll be fine. And Nicole says, Kelly, can you send me a DM on Discord of the title of your book, please? As I would like to read it. Yes. Send me a message and tell me which one. No, the historical fiction. Yeah. I will send that to you too. Allie says, it's pouring down rain at my house. Ugh. I'm sorry, Allie. That's been us for weeks. That's what Joanna was talking about. Weeks. And Molly has joined us. Why, hello, Molly. A good morning to you. I see the tornadoes have missed you again. We're going to keep knocking on wood that stays that way. Stupid the tornadoes just blowing through there over and over again. Zwank says, readathons are their own thing, I think. Gotcha. And good morning, Molly. Jean says, you could just read Coda's poetry. Oh, that's true. I could read Coda's poetry. Ellie says, hi, Molly. And sorry, but I also DNF Darker Shade of Magic. Not my type of read. My gosh, we're losing both of you. Jean says, the Personal Librarian was on so many lists for Workbook Club, but we never read it. I'm loving it. It's so good. Jean says, I will send you, Nicole, the Personal Librarian. Thank you, Jean. Also, can you send me the title of your book? You're published, right? I am published. I can send you Tarbin's True Air, but I think you'll enjoy The Collector more. The Collector is a paranormal thriller. And Greg says, working on a farewell scene for a character today. Oh, Greg, I want to cry, except I have a feeling it's going to be gruesome. It is Greg.
It's like, wait, what? Oh.
Don't worry, I get first dibs at it. So
Oh, man.
Awesome. And Jean says, I will send Nicole the Collector. Oh, thanks, Jean. And Molly says, the Collector is a 6-star. Oh, you are so generous. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I think we're good. How'd we do? 18 minutes.
You on it today.
Rocking it today. Apparently I was really fast because the dog's jumping on the door, begging to come in, and it's driving me crazy. Gregory says, it can be both.
You're the one that has to make that decision.
Oh, that's so funny. Jean says, I have the Collector on my Kindle. Any LG? No, sad. Oh, well, yes, actually, because her partner is, he's gay and he's married. His husband's hot too. But yeah, he's married. So I wanted, when I made her and the police detective, I wanted to make sure that it was obvious they were never going to get together. That's not what I wanted for this. And the easiest way to do that was to have him in a stable relationship. And then I wanted it a stable relationship with a man, because also that makes things more complicated because he's a detective in the Houston Police Force. So I even went down and talked to them, the police, about how do they treat, when I went on my ride along and I got comfortable with the policeman, the officer I was with. I asked him, hey, are gay cops treated differently around here? He goes, well, so basically it's a like early 90s military, don't ask, don't tell. That's basically how it is.
Gotcha.
So so yes, there is. He's not the POV character, but he's definitely a main character. But him being gay has nothing to do with the book. That just is what he is, right? It's just normal.
She's the
if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's what he is. Austin comes into it. That's his husband. Flores is the guy's name, the detective's name, Mateo, but Detective Flores. And so he is Austin's his husband, and they are so cute together too. I just wrote a scene, or just re-edited the scene right now of those two together, and they're so fucking cute. But yeah, but the whole thing is only from Fauna's perspective. It's in first person, just hers. And Jean, Nicole sent both books on Messenger. Thank you, Jean. And Nicole says, thanks, Jean. All right. So we're good. Are you ready to start? What are you going to be working on, Alicia, besides, of course, breakfast first sprint?
Breakfast, and I'm gonna see if my Darker Shade of Magic audiobook came in because I need to get caught up. And then if it hasn't come in, then I guess I'll either be reading with my eyeballs or filling in my reading planner with the Crooked Kingdom days.
Excellent,
and go from there.
Excellent. Yeah, we have Crooked Kingdom all blocked out. So
Yep.
I am ready. Very excited to finish that duology. And to finish it so quickly. That's so unlike me. I really like it.
I know, right?
So nicely Jen voting. Though we haven't seen Mel. I don't know where Mel is. I haven't seen her in a few days. Has anyone seen Mel?
Hopefully
Maybe I'll
she's
message
all
her.
right.
Ryan, I want to message her, make sure she's okay. And Nicole says, I will bid you all good night and see you all tomorrow. Absolutely. You sleep well, Nicole. We'll see you in the morning. Bye. Well, your morning. All right, where's my thing? Here it is. All right, so I'm going to start the timer and I'll see y'all in 30. And there was our first sprint. And I finished all of the things I had to for the morning, so I will be editing next sprint. How'd you do, Alicia? Oh, are you muted? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, I had to like turn the sound off because your little sound thing came across my desktop, but I ate breakfast and then I was watching one of your videos. So when you started talking here, you were talking on the other one. I was like, wait, hold on. What's
I'm so
happening?
confused. What's happening? What's happening? It's official. Kelly's in my head now.
I was like, hold on. Somebody keeps talking. So I ate breakfast. I fed Lorelai because Tyman already had his breakfast. And then I updated and posted the breakdown for Crooked Kingdom in the Discord. And then I updated my reading planner for that. And it looks like we're going to be finishing Crooked Kingdom and discussing it. The discussion for that is end of August. So then September starts a new book.
Nice. Let's see. I will be gone. That'd be funny if I'm gone the beginning of the next book again. Hold on, because I will be gone. Okay. The update on my calendar on my computer is very annoying. Let me grab my paper one. Hold on. Oof. September 2nd.
That's
when we would start the new book. I will not be. I will be on the road and at Dragon Con. So yeah, that's so funny. So apparently, I just missed the beginning of the books now.
Well, on the bright side, we don't know what book will be started in September. So
true. I don't know if that's the bright side. That's just info.
True.
That's so funny. Excellent. So we will be moving right along. And I don't know what all the second books were. I know Dungeon Crawler Carl was second. I don't remember the other ones.
Oh, Emily like they were second in the polls?
Yeah.
I will look it up. We're only doing like the 3 most recent seconds.
We've only had 3, haven't we? Because didn't we choose the first 3 books?
Maybe.
I think we chose without polls for the first 3.
Okay, yeah. So then, well, for Six of Crows, that one has a 2-way tie for the seconds. So we're going to have to pick one.
Well, maybe we should just put Dead Witch Walking because the other one is a book 2, right? And we did Crooked Kingdom's already book 2, right? So maybe we should do Dead Witch Walking.
Okay. And then
Alchemy of Secrets.
Walking, Alchemy of Secrets.
And then Dungeon Crawler Carl. Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Which means I will wait to read Dungeon Crawler Carl to see what this vote is. So I'm going to go to another Dragon Con where I see Matt Dinneman again and still haven't read Dungeon Crawler Carl yet. That'll be funny. All right, let's see how chat did that sprint.
I can't. I don't know how to spell.
Oh, Atia joined us. Why, hello, Atia. How are you this fine morning? Are you up super early? Isn't this like really early for you? Or are you up? You still up like from overnight? And we also had Ashley join us. Why, hello, Ashley. It is so good to see you. The 3 shaking hands. At first, I thought it was Vanessa.
Right?
It's like, oh no, wait, that's Ashley. Why, hello. And Alicia said hello to both Atia and Ashley. And Molly says, hi, Atia. And Allie says, I got to page 153 in Tarbin's True Air. Almost finished chapter 20. Excellent. And Molly says, I got 5 chapters of The Haunting of Payne's Hollow, Earbald. Nice. This is a very old arc, so it will be good to finish and review it, right? There's something that feels really good about reading an old one. Like, I'm glad the Screaming Staircase that I have by Jonathan Stroud up here, I've had this on my TBR since before I started to do BookTube. And so when it pulled it randomly out of my thing, I was so happy, except that I knew I was never going to read it this month. My TBR game, I hope y'all are ready for like everyone to go backwards, because I had to finish Urkid, and my TBR game did not support those goals. It's still fun though. It's really fun. I like it. Angie says, good morning. My good morning, Angie. So good to see you. Good morning, pirate friends. I'm working as always and listening to a NetGalley ALC. Excellent, excellent. And Molly says, I need to make some phone calls next sprint. Get them done. Get them done, Molly. And Allie says, hi, Ashley. Hi, Atia. Joanna says, I'm just about done with the DCC series. Ooh, I don't know what I will do when Princess D isn't a part of the daily voices in my head. There's 2 books to go. 2 books to go. Zwank says, the pumpkin bread is so good with buttercream icing. Ooh, I bet it is. That sounds yummy. Ooh. And Zwank said, yes, I want to read Dungeon Crawler Carl. All right, your time's coming, Zwank. I have a feeling if we put those 3 books on there, Dungeon Crawler Carl will win. So the last of us, the last few of us who haven't read it yet, will finally get it in.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley says, I would love to meet Matt Dinniman. He's awesome, Ashley. He's exactly what you would think he was. He's amazing. And so glad I am done with Your Kid 2.0. Yay. Yay. I have 3 books left minimum, because that will finish, 2 books will finish a prompt. That leaves me 2. And then 1 book leaves 1 book left in a prompt, and I have enough points that I can short it a prompt. And then for the last one, I actually need 3 books, but I am going to use the 5 ND. So then I will be done.
Nice.
So that's what I shall be doing to finish. And in July, I might just read whatever the heck I want.
There you go.
Though my TBR game's going to have something to say about that. And Molly says, thanks. And Jean says, who is amazing? Matt Dinniman. Matt Dinniman's great. He even, well, like when he goes to cons, he goes down to the vendor hall and says hi to all the indie authors.
That's awesome.
He is an indie author.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it forever. And I told him when we got to talk to him at Comicpalooza, I said, I always use him as the example of he's the overnight 15-year success, because he'd been doing it for, a long time before. And then they're like, oh, who's this Matt Dinniman who came out of nowhere? It's like, no, he's been doing it a very long time. And he said, yeah, my first book's published 2003. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to start calling you the 20-year overnight success.
Oh gosh.
So yeah. So it's just you just don't know, you just don't know what's going to happen. So he's got a ton of books out, and then just Dungeon Crawler Carl hit just right. And he published it around COVID. So people were reading anyway. So it's like everything hit just right. And it's lit RPG that's fun without all the graphs. So it's just, he just hit it. But he understands that too, right? Mm-hmm. He's not like, yes, I am a genius gifted person who is brilliant, and that's why I am so successful, right? He's like, I've been working my ass off for decades, and I finally can pay my bills, that kind of thing. So he understands. He's a great guy. And Zwank says, hola, Annette. Why, hello, Annette. Why didn't Annette show up on mine? That's very rude.
I was going to say, I don't see her. And I'm on live chat.
Yeah, I just moved it to live chat, and I still don't see Annette. Maybe they meant Ashley.
Maybe.
Meow.
That's Isis.
Are you
She,
watching my yellow card video?
yes.
Make sure to watch it all the way to the end, or at least even skip to the end if you don't want to watch the whole thing. What I say that is because at the end, because at the zoo, which I don't know if you got to that part yet, that's near the beginning. Because I was reading the Botswana memoir, right? So, and my daughter needed to go to the zoo to turn in her stuff when she used to volunteer there, right? But she's moving to San Antonio. So she's like, I have to go turn on my stuff. You want to come with me? I'm like, sure. And I have this book, I'm going to bring it with me and read it there because it's perfect, right? And she, at the end, so she was sitting at the table when I was reading and she was doing some homework. And there's a whole discussion. So make sure to listen to the end. Your cat meowing reminded me. So yeah, go to the end.
I did see the one clip where the lion was
The lion?
roaring.
Could you hear it?
I could hear it, yeah.
Good, because I could hear it on mine. I'm like, I hope people can hear this. I'm gonna leave it in because it's so cool. We were just sitting there and he was just having a fit, man. And we were like, oh.
I was like, that's a lion. Wait, that's a lion? I was like, oh wait, they're at the zoo. Okay. I was like, I remember. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Very
really fun.
vocal lion.
He was being very vocal. Jean says, I don't see Annette either. Swing says, my fault. Covers is Angie, right? Yes, Angie. Yep. You got it.
Mhm.
You're like, I know it's an A word. Yeah. So we are ready for our second sprint. I love us. Look, Monday might have started rough, but we are rocking it right now. So good job, guys. Good job. All right, so let's do the second sprint, and I will actually get to revising. Here we go. And there was our second sprint. I made it to page 44, chapter 9. So just a few minor changes. Again, had to straighten out the days and make sure they flowed well, and changed a little bit of the first sighting of the specter. How did you do, Alicia?
I don't know what I did. I guess I did. I worked on my reading journal, and I need to sign into my library so I can see if the thing came in or not. And then Lorelai was saying her stomach was upset, so I'm trying to see because I gave her Pepto yesterday, the Pepto Kids tablets, but she says it still hurts. But I also know that they were in the pool for like 2 hours yesterday, so I'm wondering if it's muscle related or if it actually is upset stomach related.
It might just be dehydration. Swimming in the pool all day in the heat.
That could be too.
Because swimming in the pool will cool you down, but it also dehydrates you.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, well,
water, baby, water. Which reminds me, I need to fill mine up next sprint.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that. I'll probably have her drink some water, see if it goes away. If not, then I'll give her another Pepto and see if that helps it. But I don't know if it's a stomach issue or not.
Maybe she needs to eat 2 cheeseburgers again. She's just starving.
Could be.
All right, let's see how chat did. Ashley says, I'm following a woman on TikTok who quit her job in investment banking and moved to the bush in Zimbabwe. It's wild. That is wild. With no connection to Zimbabwe at all. She was just like, screw it, I'm out.
She's just like, I'm going that way.
I mean, visit, yes. Live there, no thank you.
No.
Angie says, I have a meeting that starts about the same time the sprint is over, so I may or may not make it to next Chatty Bits. Well, I hope the meeting treats you well, Angie. And Vanessa joined us. Hello, Vanessa. Morning, Pirates. Arr. Vanessa says, doing some Italian practice before my lesson this afternoon. That sounds very productive. And Alicia said hello to Vanessa. Vanessa says, hi, Alicia. Vanessa says, okay, was going to do Italian practice, but instead ended up responding to emails and shopping for a phone, which isn't a big need, but... What? You got distracted? I would never. I don't know. What are you doing, Vanessa? And Zwank says, hi, Vanessa. Vanessa says, good morning, Zwank. How are you? And Zwank says, finished morning pages and started my study books. Yay! And Joanna says, working on my Substack this morning. Excellent. Zwank says, Vanessa, Kosi Kosi. And Alicia, is she constipated? That's a problem my daughter always had.
Say that again.
Is she constipated? Is that why her stomach's upset? Maybe it's not stomach.
I was asking her. She was saying maybe. She's sometimes having a hard time going. Here, take your Pop-Tarts and go sit down. Jeez Louise. He's like in my ear.
Yeah, so it is all water, right? So more water, more water. And Ashley says, yes, and the house she is living in used to have a python living in it. I mean, as it does. She often gets blocked from going in her house and has to wait in her car until the animal's clear. What? Oh, they didn't do this in this book, in the Botswana memoir I read, because both parents were from Africa. Like, he lived in South Africa and she was from Botswana. And so when they moved back and moved to Botswana, where the dad's father was living now, and they lived in the bush. They didn't live in one of the cities, right? So they lived out in the bush, and they just picked the snakes up and moved them. They just shooed the spiders away. They just the cover of the book has a cow on the bed. So I mean, they were just like in it. She was trying to do horseback riding lessons, but her horse was always covered in ticks. And so even though, because they were white, and so they would do horse riding lessons with like richer white people, but they weren't rich. And actually they were, because he was a doctor and flew everywhere. over the country. He was like their one doctor that flew to all the villages. So they were rich, but their parents didn't spend money like that, if that makes sense. And so, but she would go to the horse thing. So they had all these beautiful gleaming horses, and hers would just be covered in ticks. I was always like, that poor horse. That's all I was thinking about. I was like, that poor horse. That is animal cruelty, people. So yeah. But they were not afraid of the animals. They just moved them. And Vanessa says, Zwank, va bene. And Ashley says, I am loving following her journey on TikTok, but every day I wake up terrified for her. Right? Right? Her handle is Alex Bloomy. Dude, I'm not getting on TikTok. I don't care how awesome she is. I'm telling you, TikTok will eat my life. I cannot do it. Cannot do it. I was watching a vlog by Book Roast, and I hadn't finished it because I have stuff to do, so I haven't finished it. I'll finish it later today when I'm like tired and can't see anymore. Where she's talking about burnout for reading, and she just gets on TikTok instead at night instead of reading after work. Nope. And I'm like, I understand that, and that's why I just can't do it. I just can't. So I think she's on Instagram too. Yeah, well, if it's the short form, if it's like the shorts on YouTube are just as bad, and the whatever it's called on Instagram and Facebook, the reels, right, or whatever, I can't watch those either. They're not. I can't do it. Vanessa's like, I also won't get on TikTok. Yeah, it will eat my brain. It's like they program that to make me addicted. Like, and I understand a lot of people have that problem. So now imagine, the ADHD people, it's even worse, right? So I just can't. I cannot get on it.
I like when my dad sends me like 50 reels from TikTok a day. And then when I go to quote unquote try to watch it, it directs me to download the app, and I go, nope, can't see this.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you want to send me something, it better. And I say a Facebook just because it's toxic. So I do Instagram. So I just have to be careful with Instagram because it's not as bad. Because some of the things are just pictures, right? Some of them are just memes, or they're, you know what I mean? Like I can, and I have worked on my Instagram enough that it's also more book things. So it's not just like funny things or just animals, even though there are some dog things. I just can't. Dogs, okay, they're my weakness. But otherwise it's like all books things, so it is easier for me to like get on, time myself, and then get off. So right now I have 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna go on Instagram and see if I can find her. Let's see, Instagram. What did you say her name was? Her name is Alex Bloomy. Let's see, Alex Bloomy. My daughter watches somebody who's in Austin who has an animal sanctuary and just loves them.
They're so close yet so far away. I don't think you can hear him, but Ralphie is on the floor beside my chair, and he is just snoring up a storm. Can cats have sleep apnea?
Get ready for bed with me at the Snake Shack. So I'm assuming that's her. So I'm going to hit this one.
That would be a no.
Right?
No for me.
Snakes will bother me, but the problem is there's a lot of very venomous ones in Africa. So we'd have to be extremely careful. You know what I mean? That would be the scary part. And they had dogs, the memoir I read in Botswana. So I would definitely have dogs too, but I would be so terrified all the time that they'd get bit by a venomous snake. Like Cora has no fear. She would have no fear of them whatsoever. So I can't imagine. Look, I'm on here so that the big follow button. I was like, I don't even know how to follow people. Okay, I got it. It's like, I don't remember. Oh. But yeah, that was a good timer. That worked. So I will look some other time. But yeah, it's crazy. I do want to like go visit, but I can't. There's no way. Maybe when I was younger. There's a lot of things I could have done when I was younger, right? But at this point, it's like, we're talking because in May we're going, which reminds me, you need to reserve the room because they start to fill up really, really fast at Big Ben. Yeah, so reserve that room now. So we're going to Big Bend for Zafo's birthday next year, and which is the big desert out in West Texas. And he's always wanted to go. He went once when he was a kid. It was just once, right? Twice. He went twice when he was a kid before, like, he joined the Navy and left and everything. So we've been married almost 30 years, and he's been talking about it the whole time. And I'm like, I'm not into it. And then at this point, we're like traveling more. And I was like, we should do Big Bend. Let's go do it for your birthday. And because Xander's birthday is the day before his. So we always celebrate the kid's birthday. He never gets to celebrate. And so I'm like, let's do it. We're planning it. We're going to plan it right now because all the camping areas. I don't like if you want to go to Yellowstone or any of this and camp in the popular places, you need to book it way ahead of time, right? Because they fill up. So we're going to go to May for his birthday next year. And I was like, okay, but I need a bed, I need a flush toilet, I need a shower, right? Where 20 years ago, I'd be like, we're camping, we're sleeping on the ground. It's, we did that in Utah.
What it is, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But now, nope.
I need some creature comforts, please.
Yes, I'm sorry, man. I just need it. I can still, we can still cook food. We can still, but I need a bed. I can't. Like, I don't have to have a stove. Somewhere to make a fire is fine, but I can't.
No.
So him and Henry though. So Tammy and Henry are coming with us, but Tammy and I are like, oh, we're gonna stay in the hotel, and Tammy and Kevin and Henry want to spend one night like in a tent out in the sand. I'm like,
okay,
have
bye.
fun. Y'all have a great old time. Don't bring any scorpions home.
Yep. Don't bring any friends home with you, please.
No, we're good.
That's funny.
And I can bring the puppy, so it's puppy friendly and everything, so she gets to come with us. Let's see. Yeah, Vanessa says, I won't get on TikTok. I have enough problem tearing myself away from Threads. Exactly. I haven't even gotten on Threads. I figure I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, even though I don't spend a lot of time there. So, I mean, Threads is just the same. It's owned by the same person, right? And Jean says, I am with you. I haven't subscribed to TikTok. Vanessa says, if I get on Threads in bed, I will not go to sleep till the sun comes up. Yes, that's another thing I do. I will not touch my phone before going to bed on any of the apps, because that's exactly it, Vanessa. That's why when TikTok first came out and I got on TikTok, that's what I would do. I would scroll it in bed. And I saw all the warnings that said, hey, you've been on this a long time. I've seen all of them, or at least at that time. And that's when I realized, oh, I can't get off this thing.
Yep.
If only any other thing in life would give me that much dopamine that I could get work done, that would be fucking awesome. But no, only the useless stuff gives me enough dopamine. It's ridiculous. And Vanessa says, yes, algorithms are absolutely about addicting people. Yeah. Yep. And Zoe says, I don't do Threads or TikTok and not much Instagram. Same with me. I'll fall into rabbit hole. Ashley says, yes, she calls her house the Snake Shack. Okay, I got her then. So I followed her. So when I do my, hour of Instagram, which I will need to get on it because we're having a cover reveal tomorrow. Yes, the cover reveal's last minute, but that's because I need to get it up and done so I can use it to advertise the launch. So we do have a cover reveal tomorrow. If anyone wants to come hang out, it'll only be about a half hour, so it's not long for cover reveal. And Ashley says, she said there's also a black mamba living in her neighborhood, which is worse than a python, I guess. Well, yeah, because black mamba is the most venomous snake in the world. So yeah, black mamba, very bad. Very, very bad. Ashley says, I tent camped one time and that was enough for me. Check that box and moving on. There you go. I've done it a lot, okay? Between all the scouting and then scouts when I was a kid, I've done it a lot, but I'm too old now. I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
I've never been camping.
Camping's really, you should go and take the kids. It's really, really fun. Just go to like a place that's established. You don't have to like buy all the equipment. There's a place that you can go to places that have like teepees and stuff. So you can sit in the teepees, stuff like that. You should go. You're still younger. It's fun. And then usually places that have teepees, they at least have, like our Girl Scout camp has wooden platforms with a little mattress. So at least it's something, right? You're not on the ground. So highly, highly recommend. Go do it. It's so much fun. I still like camping, and I would camp in tents on the ground if my body could do it. It just can't anymore. There's no way.
Right.
Vanessa said Threads is like Twitter format-wise, but yes, it's owned by Facebook. That's what I thought. So I was like, I'm on enough of their things. Somebody else invent something else. And obviously, I'm not on Twitter. Vanessa, I let myself look at threads in the morning when I wake up for about 15 to 30 minutes before I drag out of bed. That makes sense. That Benny's barking. So excellent. All right. So we are ready for our last sprint of the day, and we have rocked it so much. I can't freaking believe it. I'm actually working too, like writing. I mean, I'm always working in the morning, but like writing. So that's pretty cool. Hey, baby.
Good morning.
So yeah, so I'm gonna get some more revisions done, and I'll see y'all in 30. And that's it. Our final sprint. As much as we complained about Monday, we have rocked through it today. I am so impressed with us. And I made it to page 51, chapter 10. Moving right along. How did you do, Alicia? Oh, Alicia's on the phone. Sorry. All right, let's see how chat did first. Vanessa says, I didn't tent camp as a kid. I did Girl Scout camp with platform tents, but I participated in burns like burning, but smaller and regional. But I'm a glamper. Yeah, fair. Bed height air mattress, camp toilet, etc. I love that. I love it. Vanessa says, Zafo smooches. Yes, definitely Zafo smooches. And okay, now I'm going to work on Italian review. All right. Did you get any done? How'd you do? Alicia says, okay, someone chose Wicked Carnival or Ghosty. Oh, sorry. Someone choose Wicked Carnival or Ghosty. And Ashley says, Ghosty. Alicia says, thank you, Ashley.
Yes.
Did that help, Ghosty chosen?
Oh, yeah. So with that respect, I have cute little papers that have ghosties on them. And then I also have pumpkins.
Aw.
But then we also have ghosty stickers.
So cute.
And then the beginning will have this little sticker as like the intro to the month. So
nice.
You guys basically helped pick like which route I was going to go with October. And then I have this cute little black cat.
Aww.
So he does different things. So I figured
he's a roly-poly kitty cat. How cute.
He would fit in. And then I've got pumpkins. And this is kind of neat. It's got like a floral design. If I can get... Well, okay. Well, that broke. But it has skulls and florals and blackbirds. So that'll kind of tie in. The only problem is I'd have to cut it. It's all one thing. So that'll have to be kind of like a border on the outskirts of a page or something. Which is fine. Just ties in the color. And then I have like Death by TBR stickers. So that's kind of the theme for October. And I have dragons and haunted houses.
So cute.
All of the things. Now, I was on the phone with my dad. That's why I couldn't come back really quick. Because he's on his way to the ER. I put it in the chat. But he's on his way to the ER because he got stung multiple times by yellow jackets. And he's allergic to bees.
Oh.
And... so he needs to go.
Yep, for sure. He needs a steroid shot or two.
Yep.
Yeah. There's few things in this world scarier than not being able to breathe. I don't know. It might be the scariest thing.
It was a little unnerving when he said that like one of them, because he said he got like stung in the stomach, but then he got stung. That was yesterday. And then he got stung 5 more times this morning when they were working, trying to remove some logs from a pile, and he thinks that there's a nest in one of the logs or under it, and they found it. He got stung in the hand before his knuckle, and I guess that stinging has now created a red line that's going up his hand, and he can't really feel it. So
I mean, after being stung multiple times, I have to say though, if he's allergic, that's the most minor reaction I've ever seen.
Well, he said he did have some swelling in other spots where the stingings were. So,
because if you're anyone will have that though. If you're allergic to bee stings, you can't breathe. It will shut off your airwaves when your immune system freaks out. So
that's why I'm just like, well, because I know back in, I want to say late 80s, early 90s, he told me he got stung like tons of times. Like he had welts all over. And they determined that's how he became allergic to the bees. which fair enough. And I'm like, well, don't you have like an EpiPen? Like, wouldn't
Yeah.
you have like an EpiPen or something for that?
Yeah.
I guess not necessarily, but my dad has he likes to poke at nature, and nature pokes back.
He'd be fine in Botswana.
Maybe. I don't know. He'd poke at the wrong thing, and that would be the end. I can't tell with him.
Let's see. And Christina has joined us. Why, hello, Christina. You're here for our last break. We were moving right along today. We properly stole time and got shit done, and I'm so proud of us. Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, save progress, laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. I have been hydrating. Look, it's my second one. So it is hot walking that dog in the morning, man. Even Cora, when we got back and I made my drink, and she ran around the house because she does that first. And then she tried to get in the litter box. I was like, no. And she's like, oh. And then, so I had my drink and my granola bar. So I went to go to my room, and I'm like, Cora walked away from me. And then I was like, Cora. And I was like, come on. And she looked at me, but she didn't come. She always comes. But she was close to the water thing. I'm like, oh, do you want water? Go ahead, get your water first. So she went. She did. She went and she got her water. I'm like, I made my entire drink. You could have drank water at any point. Kind of like the kid that, you know, is running around and doing all this stuff and everything and blah, blah, blah. And then you go out the door and they're like, wait, I have to pee. We're like, dude, you could have peed at any time.
That sounds like a little someone I know.
Christina says, having laptop issues today, but wanted to say hi and show some love. Thank you, Christina. It is always wonderful to see you. And hopefully you get that laptop straightened out. Tell it to behave. You have stuff to do. And hi, Vanessa. Christina says, and tomorrow's Time Pirates link. Thank you very much for that. And reading sprints tonight. Yes, I will be reading tonight. Quite excited. So that will be the book I'm reading tonight. I won't finish it, but, you know, I will make a good dent. And Vanessa says, Christina, as an FYI, no streaming from me this week, traveling. And in July, I won't be streaming my regular schedule from July 6th to 31st, but I'll resume again in August. Ooh, nice, 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 nice. And Alicia says, Christina, hello. Christina says, thanks for letting me know, Vanessa. Safe travels. And Vanessa says, Christina, no problem. And Pearl says, hello. I have been without interwebs as the service tech was here to switch us to a new system. Made it though. Wahoo. Yay, you made it. So good to see you. Hopefully the system is faster. Is that what it is? Faster? And Vanessa says, hi, Pearl. And Pearl says, hi to Vanessa. Swank says, howdy, Pearl. Swank says, Mama, and finish my study books. Yay, nicely done. Look at that. We rocked this morning. Like we we all get gold stars. Gold stars all around. Christina says, on the phone with Dad. Gotcha. Oh, bee stings, poor guy. And Vanessa says, oh no. And Agent T says, I'm going on a scout camp next month for the weekend as an adult. I'm not a child. Hey, we did it as an adult. If anything, I camped more as an adult than I did as a child. Because I camped with my troop, but I also camped at big community events. And I also camped, I camped with adults when I was training. So yeah, I camped more as an adult than I ever did as a child. I was involved in many more things. And then I was in Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, right? With my daughter and my son. So yeah, 100%. I did so much more. And I don't regret a thing. That's some of the best times of my life. Vanessa says, I did do some Italian review, but also chatted with one of the multiverse directors. Yay! Ren says, made it to 80% in Idle Fire and halfway done with my hair. Thanks for spins, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Get it done. Get it done. Are you unbraiding it so you can wash it? Swank says, Dr. T, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts? Or Girl Guides. I think it's called Girl Guides in Britain, but I could be wrong. Pearl says, hi, there's Wank. And Angie says, I've been on the phone with kids for a while. My ex, their dad, is in the hospital on a ventilator. Oh, no. And prognosis isn't good. Heartbroken for my kids. That is awful.
Hmm.
Oh no. Poor babies. That's how I would be too, right? It's like you feel for the kids. It's their father, Yeah,
Mm.
Vanessa Angie says, oh no, yeah, sad faces. Definitely sad faces. Vanessa says, I've also camped much more as an adult than as a child. My earlier comment about that was a reference to Burns, which are like Burning Man, which I mistyped. Ah, gotcha. But smaller and regional. Gotcha, that makes more sense. Vanessa, just for clarification, I appreciate it. I was like, the only burning I know is Burning Man. And then it is Burning Man. Okay, so you did communicate properly. I was just confused for a minute. And Agent T says in England it's just scouts, boys and girls. There are girl guides too for just girls. Oh, well, that's because the Boy Scouts now include the Girl Scouts. That's a different thing. And girl guides are just for girls. Yeah. Yeah. Because even in this country, Boy Scouts now also include Girl Scouts. As in also include girls. But Girl Scouts is a completely different organization. And I volunteered for both. And let me tell you, they're both different. They both have their flaws and they both have their strengths. So, awesome. All right. So I guess that's it for me today. And it's not a horrible stopping point for me either. So I will save my progress. Actually, I'll just save it right now. And then I need to run to Target and pick up my prescription and stay away from the book section because I have a whole pile of books behind me and that I have to do a book haul for.
Definitely don't go to the Target book section because last I checked, it was buy two, get one free.
Don't, Alicia, I would not have even known that if you hadn't said anything.
But look at these pretty washi tape I put on.
Oh, they're so pretty.
See, so you don't need books. You just look at the washi tape.
Well, I definitely don't need books, that's for sure. No, look, we got the case. Let's see if you can see. Nope, that's not going to help. Where's
Target's also now doing like a unwrap a romance or unwrap a thriller. Ooh, very nice.
I have it. That's one of these. That little bookcase thing got 3 of them. Sarah found them at a library was selling them. They were $25 each. So I bought 3 for the bookstore, right? That I'm eventually going to have. But for now, I was like, I have these books on my floor. I'm just going to put them now. They're not on my floor. Look at that. Look at that.
Yay.
So, but all of those books I haven't read. So I do not need more books.
No, you don't. Neither do I.
Nope.
Have I bought 1 or 2 since June? Yes.
Considering all my characters are going to go backwards this TBR, I'm not buying any books. That would be very bad. So what's the point? I don't even know what my punishment would be. So
you subtract books from the books that you can get.
I suppose, but then that's not really a punishment, is it?
I mean, it can be.
It should be something like, not allowed to read today, must only garden.
No, because then that would hinder you from reading the books and then you can't earn more books.
Yeah, but I cannot read any faster. Like it isn't, I would have to close the publishing company, right? Like I'd have to not have a day job. Like I can't, it is impossible for me to read any more books. I literally spend all of my free time doing that. So
that is true.
So yeah, I am maxed out. I'd have to get rid of something else to read more. And I haven't, knock on wood, had a burnout yet in the past 3 years, even though I'm reading a ton, and I would rather not. And if I get rid of everything, I would think burnout would be inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
So, excellent. And Vanessa says, thanks so much for sprints, y'all. See you tomorrow. And Zoink says, thanks for sprints. And Pearl says, thanks for sprints. Absolutely. Thank you all for being here. We could not do it without you. I feel darn good considering last night sucked. This was a great start to the morning. So thank you all for being here. And I will see you tonight. And if not,